Hello! Okay. Oh, I have to pop these in. Okay, we're gonna do something that I don't know. We've been playing a lot of Arc Raiders, amazing game, but I've been wanting something with a little bit more story. So this is what we're doing. Wait, I have to just first we're gonna be like, I want something with more story. And I've been feeling a little bit, no, I haven't been feeling a little bit frisky, but I thought it would be fun to do something that's more out there. So this game doesn't even exist on Twitch. You can't choose a game category for it. And it's a Bara Yaoi game called Burrow of the Fallen Bear. It's some kind of Bara Yaoi thing, and I'm excited. This is just so funny. So I'm gonna try to be, we're gonna go through the story together. We're gonna see what this is. Maybe it's gonna be filthy. Maybe it's gonna be, I don't know. It's gonna be 18 plus for sure. We'll see. This is on PlayStation Store, so I don't even know what kind of censoring there is, but we'll find out together. Okay, let's see. Whee! Why am I giddy? I'm a grown man. I appreciate stuff like this. What's extras? Can we find something here? Oh, yeah, I had to go in and check it out because, yeah. But yeah, let's kick it. Let's start a new game. I don't know how often I'm gonna do this, but I need, like, I love multiplayer games, like brainless games where you have to be on edge, but sometimes I want some easier stuff. So let's jump into Burrow of the Fallen Bear. No one has recommended this to me. It was just on a special. Would you like to... Oh. Live to the animations, please. 8 months, 7 days, 3 hours, and I'm ready for my first mission. So this is our cat boy. I wonder what his name is. Even those idiots from my guild did not believe in my skills. They weren't expecting that I could have learned some tricks. No, who would have expected a cat to learn something? This is so mind-blowing. A cat from a small country village going to explore one of the oldest dungeons of the kingdom. Oh, especially, this is not just any dungeon. It's the Burrow of the Fallen Bear. It's a dungeon that for a long time had a seal preventing anyone from entering in it. Entering in it? What? I wonder if there's a reason the seal is getting weaker. I can't remember clearly if someone talked about it. A bit dumb, no wonder no one believed in you. Meh, it doesn't matter anyway. What a twink this guy is. Meh, doesn't matter, let's do this. What matters is I'm about to live one of the most important moments of an adventurer's life. I can feel that I'm prepared for this, but I can't deny that sometimes I'm afraid of the monsters I'll find on the way. Stop right there! Paws in the air. What? Slowly, slowly. Don't try anything stupid or I'll kill you. Pfft, no one told me that I should be worried about bandits on the way. Give me your magical stones. Are you out of your mind? I'm not sure if you remember, but in this kingdom, stealing magic stones can sentence you to death. Shut up and give them to me right now. No. What? Wait a minute. This voice, is that you, Sylvester? Haha, damn. You got me, baby cat. Baby cat. You got me, baby cat. Jesus! What's up, Krilla? What was that, Sylvester? Jeez. Do you want me to have a heart attack? Good thing my 7 lives are intact. Come on, where's your sense of humor? You were so distracted I couldn't resist it. And you are fine. A lot of adventurers shit on their pants just by thinking about losing their stones. Ugh. There's no fun in faking a robbery, but what are you doing here? Is there anything wrong with your guild? We're fine. I'm here because whispers say there are magical creatures in this forest, and considering that the energy of my cub's magical stones is about to end, I need to find a solution to recover them. Cubs? He has a child? Muscly boy, this Sylvester. What is he? He's a fox. Okay. Fox and a cat. You are still the same as when I met you, Sylvester. What do you expect me to do? Oh, what do you expect me to do, Krille? At least this time I'm not taking stones from high society. Yep, should I say this is progress? Of course not. This is temporary work. You know it's almost impossible for people like you and me, mere mortals, to get powerful stones in a legal way. Look at yours. How long have you been carrying this small firestone you have crafted on your daggers? On your daggers? Some years, I would say. And how do you want to become really powerful if part of your magical skills depends on the benefits of the magical stones? If you had a bigger stone, your magical skills would be on a higher level. Thank you, Sylvester. There's not much to talk about this, Krille. You're an adventurer. You put your life at stake, and you can't become powerful easily because the king doesn't care about you. He keeps providing benefits for the recharge stone centers and increasing taxes so that the poor people don't become powerful. The system we live in is already broken, and it's fair for those who have a hard life to pay for others to keep their power and privilege. Jesus. Oh, good. In other words, you're not going to quit Robin Hood's life, will you? Oh my. Is this? Someone went through the dialogue and let's get through this fast. You're becoming a smarter baby cat. You're becoming smarter, baby cat. There is a lot of work to do to fix society, don't you think? Oh, a sound? Duh. Wait, is there someone with you? No, I'm alone. We're not alone. Oh, he looks sweaty and sad. The creatures have found us. We can fight them. What the hell are you talking about? It's stupid to fight groups of creatures. Run, baby cat. Where are we? Inside the forest, where we can hide from those creatures. Watch your step. I know, and you don't need to talk to me as if I... Oh no, they aren't the only problem here. Just be careful and keep your mouth shut, Krille. What the Why is it... Oh no, did I push something so it's like going out to forward? What have I said? Something has bitten me. Oh, thank you, Kazan, for your follow. Something has bitten me. Damn, Krille, let me see. Ah! You know we wouldn't need to be here if you hadn't thought about staying to fight, right? Why do you keep acting like a baby cat? Ah! I love it, baby cat. Magical creatures are not as strong as they look. They are not like the creatures you are used to fighting. The ones in this forest seem to be controlled by the stones they have on their bodies. I'm not sure yet. I'm investigating it. I didn't know any of this. Oh, stupid twink. I know. That's why I'm telling you. Wait. I have to toggle your autoplay. I have to turn off autoplay. How do I turn it off? Oh no. How do I? Yeah. Oh no. I'm here to kill some. No. Shit. Wait. It's hurting and burning. Oh, let's see. Okay, we gotta hit up Sylvester as soon as possible. This may be dangerous. Can you help me? Shit, this looks bad. My bet is you were bitten by a green bug. Its poison is a pain in the ass. Tell me more about this burning feeling. Where is it? Close to my left paw. It's only in this region, or are you feeling it spreading up? Why are you asking this? This will not get worse, right? Shut up, Krille, and answer my question. Only in this region so far. Perfect. We have time. I need to do something before you catch a fever. Promise me. Wait. I just see where this is going and I'm just freaking out. This is so bad and so good at the same time. Promise me you will not tell anyone about what you are about to see. He's gonna piss on him. I promise, I guess. No. This is not piss content. While I'm feeling anxious to discover what Sylvester wants to tell or show me, he pulls a small green stone out of his underpants. Not the pocket, out of his underpants. Is this a life stone? Yes, I'll try to use it, but it's not a guarantee it can heal you. In fact, I've never used this to heal poison. Just my wounds when I needed it. It's not like I have many options. No, it's not like I have many options. Yeah, you can take an antidote when we reach the camp. Are you ready? Stay closer to me and stay still, please. The stone will probably make your pain get worse before eliminating it. Okay. Oh, it's kind of cute. Okay. I have to relax. These guys are kind of cute. This is kind of cute. Maybe it's a bonding moment and not a perverted moment. Let's hope. Why hope? No. Let's hope it's a perverted moment. Putting the stone on my paw, Sylvester says a few words which I suppose are magical. Oh, it's burning a lot. Jeez. Ouch. Don't move. Even though I'm struggling with my body to be still, my muscles contract involuntarily in pain. Ay. Don't move. Don't move! It's almost done. Sylvester puts his paw on my chest to help me. Aww! That's kinda cute, isn't it? And his touch is so smooth. Squeeze my paw, Krille. It may help you stay still. Without questioning, I obey him, squeezing as hard as I can with my eyes closed. See, this is palliative, but now we are able to go back to camp. This is palliative. Palliative, isn't that close to death? Okay, weird. Oh well. Thank you, Sylvester. I don't know what I would do if you were not here. A friend in need. Yay, he touched me. Finally. So this is the camp you've been looking for. Shouldn't there be more creatures? I'm early. Good adventurers always keep a step ahead of the others. Oh, it's pretty good to see your excitement, baby cat. But now, considering you're safe, this is the moment we say goodbye. Oh, don't you want to stick around a little bit? Creatures don't care about free time. They will keep causing more problems. And those from here have given me a big one to solve. I get it. Maybe another time then. Yeah, so take care of yourself, and I'll see you around, Krille. Thank you again, Sylvester. See ya! Sylvester unlocked at the gallery. While Sylvester goes away in one direction, I look around. Even though it's early, there are some tents assembled around a huge bonfire, and others away from it. And others away, I don't know. Well, judging by the tent's fabric, one or two probably are owned by rich people. The one on the left, specifically, has a blazon of which I don't have a clear vision. Probably its owner is part of the high society. The others seem to be on average for common people like me. There are also some adventurers close to the bonfire who clearly are at different levels. Even so, before I introduce myself, there is a thing I need to do first. The first thing I do is walk to the cave entrance so I can see it for myself. As expected, the seal is still there, a large, swirling, blue magical rune in front of the cavernous entrance. In front of the cavernous entrance? Why don't they just say whatever, this is ChatGPT probably. Oh, what if this mission is the front door for me to meet my heroes? The furry heroes! I can already picture Wharton, the lonely bear, with his long face staring at me. Long face is like sad. Okay. I'm sure he would try to use his monstrous force to make me obey his orders! Ah! Jesus! Ah! Huh? And they also have Thomas, the researcher, the one with the big glasses. Oh, a hippopotamus. Probably he would be the first to analyze my skills before watching me on the battlefield. Mage's usual behavior. To increase our team's potential with rogue skills, I'll be closer to Toby, the streetwise. Oh, that's on him on the right. Damn, he was fine, if I could be honest. What? Okay, so I go between being like, this is cringe and stuff, and then I'm like, palatable, very palatable. Even though we're from different species, our classes are the same and we can learn from each other. Ah! A good team also needs someone who possesses a water stone. Yeah. Takin the shark is too shy and fragile for me, considering he is a shark, but a great team is not perfect. Why? Oh, is he shy? Maybe I will like him then. And last but not least, my idol, the best fighter and superstar of 1,000 generations. Sunnis, the lion! I fixed my hair today just so I could be a little bit more lion-esque. I did not know they had a lion in, but in these games, always a lion. Sunnis the lion. His songs have been inspiring me. Hello? His songs have been inspiring me so much since I was a kitten. I can't imagine what my reaction will be when I'm about to work with him for the first time. Wait, I shouldn't have any preferences. They're all my heroes. Shut up! Shut up! Is there anyone in the world who doesn't like them? I don't know a single person who doesn't. Even though they were cursed almost 3 centuries ago, they keep their legacy intact. But every legacy can be improved, right? What if I'm the one who will eventually save them and make part of their history? Oh my god, if I can be... Okay, that's nice. I thought I would like infiltrate and be taught by them, but I can also save them? I want to be that. I'm that kind of daddy. Looking at the skies, I take a deep breath and stare back at the magical room. Who knows? I might even be one of them. It's just a matter of proving my value to the kingdom. And this will happen right now. My pleasure. Yeah, I'm so happy saying thank you for the follow. Feeling refreshed, I trudge back to camp. There are a few things I need to do while I discover how adventurers have been entering the dungeon. I guess palliative means treatment that doesn't cure, just help the symptoms pay. Ah, thank you! And as such, it's sometimes the only thing that can be done for the dying. Thank you, dude. Good insight. Okay, let's see here. Look for infirmary, investigate the lone tent. Maybe I want to investigate the lone tent close to the trees. It could be the shark boy. And this 10-minute wait felt like... sorry, I need to have a 10-minute wait because... I just can't with the bots and stuff, so... 10 minutes wait it is. Investigate the lone tent close to the trees. I'll admit that the tent is the furthest one... Okay, the English here is weird sometimes. I'll admit that the tent that is the furthest one made me quite curious. There should be commas. More in the center, there are many others, colorful or not, simple and elaborate with many people around them. But this one in particular was different. There were ribs along its length and its color was leaden. I didn't see anyone around it either. Is it abandoned? I think that's the shark. I would say it's the shark. With that thought in mind, I decided to approach it. Might end up finding some forgotten treasure. This dumb cat. There's a tent a little bit on the outside, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna see if there's forgotten treasure. As I approached the entrance, however, I felt a strange chill. I saw some boxes and hangers in front of the tent. There were a number of weapons there. Swords, axes. They all looked raw and simple, but with a lethal air. Is it dried blood? I also see a parchment held to a board near the entrance by a rough knife. As I approach it, I see something weird. It's a gorgeous furry hero's art, but they have what appears to be black and red scribbles on their face. Unknown voice. Hey! Suddenly, I heard a voice from behind me, which made me freeze. It was low and throaty, almost like a growl. Okay, low and throaty. Almost like a growl. I suddenly felt like a prey falling into a trap. It sounded serious, but not loud. May I recommend a bot to find off some evil bots? Maybe one day. I don't want to do it now. Then I felt a large paw with extremely sharp claws touching my right shoulder, pulling me in the opposite direction. Who is this? So, okay, it's something throaty. Could you tell me why the fuck are you coming into my tent? Ah! No! Could you tell me why the fuck are you coming into my tent? Hey. In front of me was the most intimidating wolf I'd ever seen. His hot breath warmed my face, and I could see his sharp teeth that could actually rip an arm off. Could it be him? Ah! Would you answer me, kitten? Do I need to say please? I'm sorry, I just want to know who was hiding here. Hiding? Oh, I'm not hiding. I just don't have the patience to put up with those pieces of shit who call themselves adventurers. Fun? Ah! Ulfric, you're looking intensely at my face. Want to say something? I felt my brain took a while to process what was happening. By appearance, by weapons, and by the symbol of the furry heroes. Do you happen to be the Silver Hunter? Ulfric. Call me Ulfric. I don't give a shit about these titles. I love it. I know these rumors about him. An adventurer who has been arrested countless times. By the way, can you see that the graphic down there? His pubic hair is just like shooting up there. Oh my god. Ah! Underground market activity and extreme violence in conflicts with cities, as I recall. He's said to have an incendiary and dangerous temper. Saying the wrong thing can make him rip your head off right away. I swallowed my saliva and answered. He has a lot of saliva. Alright, Ulfric. I'm Krilla. If he's here, it's not a good thing. I need to know. How should I proceed? I don't think he's... I think I need to be a little... I don't think he likes... we're gonna go with ask about his goals here. He seems like a guy that likes straightforward. So we're gonna be straightforward. A bit aggressive maybe. I could see that you carry a lot of weapons with you. Do you expect to find many enemies here? They are just my work tools. Are you afraid I'll use them on you? I'm an adventurer. If I was afraid of every threatening thing I see out there, I would have given up a long time ago. That's a good point. That's a good point. His good mood seems to be under control, at least for now. However, I want to make one thing clear. I don't waste time with anything or anyone. You're a budding adventurer, aren't you? Are you alone here in the Burrow? Yes, I'm not part of any group. You're aware of what you're getting into, aren't you, kitten? The way he talks. I can't. Oh, so fun. He's blushing. Even though he's been nothing but rude to me, I felt a pleasant chill run through my body. Oh, such a cuck. His voice has a dangerous ferocity, but at the same time, it's also seductive. Are you talking about the Burrow? I wasn't sure if he was talking about the exploration itself or threatening me. Of course I am. What else could it be? This place has been sealed for centuries. What's inside it can be priceless. Rumors about all sorts of wonders that lie within it have spread far and wide. And you know, desperate people don't like to share. This is business. Those fun adventurers singing songs in front of the campfire? You're naive if you think they wouldn't stick a knife in your ribs. If that would guarantee them more treasure. I never thought about it this way. Then you are naive. Let me guess. You must have grown up getting drunk on the furry heroes bullshit. Am I right? What did you say? Oh, I was definitely right. Great heroes who defeated threats to the kingdom? Saviors of innocent people? It's easy to be the hero when it's you telling the story. The furry heroes are nothing but shitty, opportunistic manipulators who have known the recipe for a good life. It doesn't matter how many people they have to disregard for it. This is not true. Everyone knows about their deeds. And you? Were you there to assure that they didn't silence those who could tell another version to their story? I feel my body shake with anger and nervousness. It's the first time I've heard someone talking like that about the furry heroes. I like Ulrich though. I don't think any of this makes sense. At the same time, why would he lie to me? He has nothing to lose. Don't get me wrong, I definitely know this is all bullshit. However, I'm really curious to see what he's up to. So I just remain silent, waiting for him to continue. Smart kitten. Just because you seem a little smarter than the stupid mass who call themselves adventurers, I'm going to tell you a story. How about that? Once upon a time, a tribe of grey wolves lived on the fringes of society. Damn, a lot of talking. It's visual novel. Due to a different religious views, they did not blend in with the larger tribe in the central territory. Still, they lived in peace. They didn't have conflicts with anyone else and they just wanted to be among themselves. That is, until the day the furry heroes showed up there. They were tracking someone or something. Fuck if I know! They asked about this criminal and nobody knew anything. He's like, fuck if I knew. He's in the furry legion or what the hell they are called. Furry heroes. So not to have to investigate further and disgusted with the lack of collaboration, they decided to have a bloodbath. We're gonna kill them all! Probably the criminal was one of them. What the hell? Hilarious, isn't it? That can't be true. I've never heard anything about it. Of course not. For you it was probably just another villain hunted down and brought to justice. I don't judge you. I probably wouldn't believe it either. They should talk less and have more action. Exactly. This is taking a lot. But I guess it's building. We're having... Maybe it's gonna be some tsundere thing here. A little bit of friction. Enemies to lovers. Oh, classic. If only I didn't have that tribe's blood running through my veins and had seen the ruins of this village with my own eyes. I am the last descendant of the survivors. If I die, it's over. and the furry heroes can keep their stainless image. So I refuse to let this happen. This guy seems very conspiratory. It seems like he seems like he's made a little bit too many connections in the wrong way. I'm gonna bring all this shit out there and rub it in everyone's face how fucked up their idols really were. I listened to his story, mostly silent. Even though he's saying the most absurd things I've ever heard, I think the thing that makes me the most uncomfortable is the intensity and sincerity that he believes in it. He is cooked. I feel like I need to clarify this. I need to prove to Ulrich that he's wrong. But I hold back my fury for now, and at least try to show some sympathy. Ulrich, I'm sorry. Don't be. I didn't tell you this to make you feel sorry for me. Think of it as a foresight tale. Take care, kitty. Because when you're in the dark, all you have is yourself. Krille. Thanks! But Ulrich, you are wrong. I know you're not lying, but I also know there's something wrong with this story. I will find the evidence of this, I will clarify this, and I will expose everything to you. I will expose everything to you. The words came out of my mouth automatically. I was kind of expecting him to freak out. But to my surprise, he just chuckled. Is that so? So I'll be waiting for that, kitty, to see you break down. I like brave people like you. Let's see who's right. How about it? Like two adventurers, a competition for the truth. We have a deal. Now scram, go run after furballs or whatever cats do. Or is there anything else you'd like to say or do for me, kitty? His last words seemed even lower than usual, almost like a whisper, but I could still hear them. I think I get what he means. I can't lie, he's really hot. Ulfric really has a sculptural body, an intense dominating voice, and a charming manner of acting. What if I do? What if I do? What would you do about it? So twinky. Well, I'm a thoughtful wolf, you know. I wouldn't let you go without giving you what you want. Or what I want. With a sudden movement, he lunges towards me, pressing me against a log with his body. I feel his mouth pressed against mine, and his tongue quickly invades mine, hungrily. This hot kiss lasts for several seconds and makes me so dizzy, I don't even have time to think about it. I can only say that it feels really, really good. Pixar, didn't happen. Then suddenly, as if nothing had happened, he pulls away from me. Yeah, the action cometh. I'm like, where's the action? I'm just seeing 2D cutouts being pressed against each other. This is like me cutting pictures out of paper and just pressing them against each other. I'm just breathing heavily. My vision a little blurry. How is the vision a little bit blurry? Like, did he press against his eyes or something? Whatever. I see Ulfric rubbing his mane, taking a deep breath and chuckling. Not bad, kitty. Not bad. Not bad. Is that what you do on your free time? Do what? Press my eyes against someone? You surprised me, I'll admit it. I was expecting just another shitty nobody. But your cutouts, yeah. Yeah, exactly. I love doing cutouts and having them kiss. But you're interesting. What do you mean? It means I'm looking forward to seeing what happens inside the dungeon. Even in the face of danger, you keep defending the furry heroes. You're either very brave or very dumb. You have what it takes to be a very fun rival. I'd say. If you keep impressing me, you could end up being very well rewarded. Thank you. I guess. See you later, Krille. The other side. Wait, I have to see. Listen to the mercenary Ulfric's story. Yeah, he was yapping. Yap, yap. After that, I nod, and without saying anything, I turn around and walk away. I feel a strange mixture of sensations take over my body and my mind. But as a whole, I believe it was a very unique experience. A unique experience? He got his hero kissed him. I would even venture to say that I would like to repeat it at another time. And to be honest, I feel even more determined to save the furry heroes. When I have them on my side, I'm going to rub it all in Ulfric's face. So let's see who will break down. Okay, so he's having a competition with his hero to see who's gonna break down first. That's kinda insane. With that in mind, I head back to the center of the camp, eager to investigate elsewhere. Insane, insane. Let's rub it in his face. Look for some kind of what's it called? Infirmatory? I start walking in search of somewhere where I can better treat the bite. Even though Sylvester had helped me, he was pretty clear that I needed to find an antidote when I reached the camp. I can see a young shark coming out of one of the most colorful and elaborate tents in the camp. His fin seems heavily bandaged. Thinking there might be something interesting there, I decided to approach it. Hi, excuse me, is anyone there? Then I hear a movement and a big... My mouth fell open. I think this is the widest creature I've ever seen in my life. Oh. Welcome, kitten. Could I help you in any way? His voice is deep and powerful. Still, he has a calm, welcoming tone, and I can't help but feel at peace. Hello, I'm hurt. Let's try. Oh, hello there. Hurt? Nice to meet you. I'm Boris, a traveling doctor. I'm here to take care of adventurers who get injured while exploring. Do you need anything, cub? I got lost looking for my friends. Can't I think I'm gonna... We got stung by an insect. I need help with that. Boris unlocked. I mean, this must seem pretty stupid to you, a doctor who probably usually deals with more serious wounds. Yes, we need taken care of. Yes, I hope he's gonna do that. But I thought it was better to be safe than sorry, you know? No, this doesn't seem stupid at all. Insect bites can be very dangerous, you know. In this forest overrun by magical creatures, it only takes one insect bathed in magical fire dust to make their sting lethal. I'm so proud of you for coming for professional medical help, okay? The doctor's kind words make my nervousness drain away, almost like magic taking over my body. He looks so calm. Thank you, mister. Now that we got that out of the way, could you tell me your name? Oh, I read the wrong one. Whatever. Oh, sorry. I'm Krille. I'm a novice adventurer. Nice to meet you. It's a pleasure for me too. Can you accompany me, Krille? The doctor guided me to an area farther away from his tent. There is a makeshift stretcher of straw lying on the floor. If possible, could you remove your cape and lay down there? I need to see how your body is. Oh, of course. Feeling a little bit embarrassed, I still follow the doctor's instructions. After lying down, I am able to get a lower view of him. It's still hard to really explain the size difference that exists between us. I feel like he could throw me over his shoulder, like I'm nothing more than a stick. He kneels beside me, and I can feel his woodsy scent fill my nostrils. He touches me with his strong paw. It has rough texture, used for all sorts of things. But when I feel his brown fur rub against my skin, it feels soft and well groomed, providing an incredible contrast. Your body looks fine. If there was any strong poison, I would be able to tell you by the texture of your chest. Can you show me where the bite was? I feel my muscles relax just by listening to his voice, so I take a deep breath, nod, and raise my paw. That's a pretty ugly bite, to be honest. I'm glad you came to me. This could get much worse if you didn't get medical help. I see Boris walking away, apparently to fetch some alcohol-scented product. This might hurt a little. Hang in there, okay, Krille? When he brings the wet tissue closer to the bite, even though it was no big deal for me, I couldn't help moving my body a little, away from the stretcher, squirming. Good. See? It wasn't so bad, just a little burning feeling. Now, you should get better soon. Huh? Was that all? Wow. Thank you, Doc. How much will this treatment cost? No need to worry, pup. I'm not here for the money. My goal here is to be able to help young people like you. I have enough resources. Are you sure? It seems a little unfair. Is there anything else I could do to pay you back? Well, if you want, how about staying a little longer so we can talk? I'd love to get to know you more, Krille. Well, sorry, but I don't know if I have much time for this. Oh, I understand. There's no need to worry. Whenever you need something, you know where to find me. What the hell? Okay, I really like the other one, Ulfric, better. I stand up, waving at the doctor as I bid him farewell, and head back toward the camp center. There are still more places I'd like to check out, and I don't want to be late. Jesus, are we gonna go everywhere? Examine the tent with a blazon. I'll examine the tent with a blazon. It's been catching my attention for a while. So now we're gonna see the lion, I promise. Wow, I didn't see that coming. Whoever is the owner of it is from Bodenius Tower Academy. Maybe it's the mage then. What a creature from one of the most important research centers of the kingdom is doing here. I decided to take a quick look. Whoop. A huge imp, a hybrid species, is in the middle of the tent inside a wooden washtub with two people close to him. Hello, this was kind of nice though. I kind of like this. This is nice. This dude. Wuldrak, write this. Expedition Day 1. The properties found in the dust created by the R project are highly similar to the energy discovered at the Burrow of the Fallen Bear's seal. A tub scene? Oh my! This is very The Witcher. What is the name of the main character of The Witcher? I can't remember. More investigation needs to be done to identify the Burrow's energy source. With this in hand, we may be able to bring them back. Them? The furry heroes, you mean? Why are we here, Wuldrak? It is, isn't it? Yes, it is. Why are we here, Wuldrak? Wasn't it clear from the minute we left the tower? For a second, his voice frightens me, but I notice they didn't see me. I take a few steps back and end up behind some tapestries. If it's gonna be another guy with a deep voice, I'm gonna go crazy, because everybody, Geralt of Riviera, that's his name, yeah. If every voice has to be deep, I'm gonna go crazy, because that's the only thing I'm gonna do, like, oh. Our project doesn't mean anything to me, so while he keeps talking, my attention jumps to the creature who is bathing him. Lathering the huge imp's shoulders slowly, the creature's movement sets my imagination free. How would the texture of the imp's muscles feel like? How powerful are his paws? Millions of forbidden thoughts start to pop up in my head, and I try to control myself with a deep breath. But your deep voice is so good. Thank you. But it's my like it takes a lot to have different deep voices, especially the graveling one. Who's there? With a scary voice, the imp asks, looking in my direction. Even though he can't see me, I feel as if I have committed a crime. I could try to run, but things probably will get worse, so I choose to introduce myself. Hi, I'm so sorry. I was just walking around and then I heard some people talking and I decided to check. Without saying a word, the imp nods to the two people close to him and moving his paw indicates them to leave the tent. I feel like I'm stuck to the floor. I keep waiting for him to leave the washtub, put on his clothes and then walk in my direction. Right now, the fact I saw him naked doesn't arouse me at all. That's a shock. I'm just cheering to receive a light punishment if he decides to do that. Oh, kinky cat. Oh my, look at him. Huh. Please, I'm sorry. It was not my intention to hear your conversation. I'm telling you the truth. I swear. Your name is... Krille. Oh! In silence, he gets closer to me and lowers his body to look straight into my eyes. I kinda like this guy. Wait, is that looks like a lion. Touching my cheek, he starts to feel my texture. Okay, I'm sorry, but feel my texture? Someone went and... So soft. Are you a rare cat species? I do not remember the last time I saw a cat like you. I don't think so, sir. In my village, we have a lot of cats like me. And where are you from? Short-tail Village, a sort of country collective from the north. Have you heard of it? Squeezing my face as if I was a teddy bear, I start to feel like I'm at a medical appointment. I have not. Touching my nose while he moves his head like a doctor would do, it seems he wants to see what's inside my soul. Do you know my name? No, I don't. I'm Griffith. And getting away from me? I feel he has finished his analysis. Just to enlighten me, do you have any privileges to enter the official Furland researchers tent? So young. Do you have lessons in your collective? Yes, I've learned a lot of things at school, especially about the Bodinius Tower. And I'm a big fan of your work. Oh, short tails. Yeah, I want, like, he doesn't have a short tail, he has a long tail, but that's beside the point. And I'm a big fan of your work. Oh, sorry. Oh, really? You do not know about basic rules of how to treat Bodenius researchers, and you expect me to believe that? I'm sorry, maybe I slept in this class. It makes sense. Actually, this is something you would definitely do. Oh wow, very judgmental, very fast. From what I've heard, Shh. Be quiet. I had to put on some stuff. From what I've heard, collectives education is pretty bad. Oh wow, being called stupid. I'm sorry, sir, but have I done anything illegal? Illegal? Obviously. Should I ask for your forgiveness? No, should I ask for your forgiveness right now? Oh, come on. Do you really think I will waste my time listening to this? Maybe he just has an outstandingly long tail for his village. Perhaps. Oh, okay. Just get out of here. Oh, no, stop. Just get out of here before I call the police or something, he said. Thank you for your generosity, sir. I promise that I will never do this again. Just go. You have 10 seconds to leave and counting. 9, 8. What a grumpy man. Before he finishes the countdown, I run away. And the rest are more like Pelle. Pelle Svanslös. Are you Swedish? Pelle Svanslös. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. Nope. Pelle Tailless, is that a famous story in the rest of the world also? Oh, I see that my portrait is covering a bit. Wait, I have to fix a little bit with my stream. I see that some things are a little bit annoying. Let's see here. Social media. Wait. Oh, I'm fucking things up. Oh, whatever. Sorry, I need to fix some stuff here. I kind of want to move this a little bit more there. Oh no, wait. Can I please? Let's do that. So now it's a little bit better. Nope, even better, you say. Okay, peddlers usually have something interesting to help adventurers. Let me check what this one has to offer me. Finally, we're getting out of this. I just want to get to an ending. Hello, cutie. How is your day? Beautiful as today? Okay, whatever. The excited tone of her voice sets a new mood around her and her affordable tent. Hi, I'm fine, thank you. And how about you? Are sales on fire? Yeah, not as good as I want, but enough to brighten up my day. Looking for something special? I could tell you have a few things that seem to be perfect choice. Really, like what? Today I'm not looking for anything special. Oh my god. We're gonna skip a little bit. We're not gonna hook up with this girl anyway. It's just introduction to the shop. This one, an old and sharp knife. Okay, so some magical knife. Does it work against magical ones? Perhaps. Wow. A protection ring. Okay, sure. Bum ba-dum bum bum bum. I am not. The last user was saved from death when a murderer tried to kill him by throwing a knife to his neck. Whoop. Sometimes recharge his energy. Reminded her of a forbidden evil language. Okay, this is a... You're here because you'll buy it. Oh my, they all seem so unique, but I have money for just for one. I prefer this ancient medallion. Eagles. Talking to eagles, I don't know. I'll take the sharp knife. I'm a good adventurer and I prefer to challenge creatures face to face. I appreciate your time and hope to see you again soon, cutie. Me too, see you! Talking to such a happy lady gives me a new dose of motivation. I need to get something to drink, so give me a moment. A moment like this, some people wait a lifetime for a warm, special go. I had to get some lemon also. This surprise, a visual novel has a lot of reading in it. Let's go. Let's just puff up my hair so it's big as to the gods and stuff like that. Woo! I stop a little bit and then I go back to my workday. After wandering around for about half an hour, I return to the center of the camp to think where else I could go. But unlike before, there seems to be some sort of commotion. The higher the hair, the closer to heaven. Oh, the bigger the hair, the closer to God. But you are correct, Kasain. Kasain? There seems to be a sort of commotion. Everyone is getting up hastily. Come on, hurry up. The seal is breaking. The seal is breaking? I look around, startled. Startled? Whatever. But I soon realize they aren't talking to me. Why the fuck would they be talking to you? Dumb cat. The seal, is it breaking? That means that soon we can all enter the burrow. I need to go. I follow some people who now are using a shortcut in the middle of the dense forest towards the entrance of the burrow. I get there and see an intense crowd around the magic seal. It's not that hard for me to sneak through people to get closer. In front of the crowd, I can see some of the people I talked to earlier. Boris, Ulfric and Griffith are there. Give me a hug! Being a witness to this situation makes me a little nervous. Damn, his pecs, the bear's pecs are big. I love big pecs. Suddenly I can see the seal pulsate faster. Of course it's pulsating and everything starts to shake. I see everything light up to an intense white for a moment. Everyone is silent. The pecs are pecking. Exactly. And after a few seconds, when the light fades, I slowly open my eyes. Wait, I have to see. Okay, I can save. I'm gonna save actually for safety. The entrance of the burrow is wide open. Think sun and you're close enough. Sun? Are you talking Baldur's Gate? Think sun and you're close enough. Huh. But it doesn't finish his sentence. For soon after he is thrown violently into the air by something which came out of the cave. Everyone hurry, grab your weapons. Ah, for your username. Sun. Yeah. Oh, there's a guy in Baldur's Gate that is called Sun. So I was like, oh, Baldur's Gate reference? At a glance I can see the creature that came out of the burrow. It looks like some kind of rhinoceros. However, it has a purplish armor and several cracks along its surface appear to release electrical sparks. Show not tell. It is not the only one. Soon after, lots and lots of other creatures shoot out from inside the cave. The adventurers seem to lose whatever sense of organization they had until then. Some get desperate and run away. Others grab their weapons, swords, bows and axes and prepare to fight. However, most seem to be no match for the monsters. They are clearly very dangerous magical beasts. I see a volcanic veined panther spraying flame over a group and a crystalline skinned hyena flinging spikes of ice at some adventurers who have climbed trees. Oh no. Farther away, I can see Ulfric leaping and rolling with precise movements to dodge the maw of a colossal serpent, striking it at opportune moments with his sword. Griffith just seems uninterested in confusion, flying away from everyone. Okay, I'm not a big fan. There is the evil wizard of the earlier games. I've forgotten. Yeah, Sun. Exactly like you wrote it, Sun. That's a guy. I don't like Griffith. He's a bitch. First, maybe I wanted him, not anymore. And Boris was busy guiding some lost adventurers to safety. Okay, so Boris and Ulfrot, or what? While I was distracted, I realized a little too late that I'd let my guard down. I feel a strong impact on my stomach, which causes me to be dragged several feet back. Shit, that hurts. I feel that this type of injury can be common as I explore the dungeon. I need to be careful not to get hurt too much or I might not resist. Weird. With my back pressed against the wall, in front of me there was a huge monster made entirely out of stone. He was almost twice my height, even though he was hunched over. It appeared to be vaguely gorilla-like in shape. Possibly it could have been one magically altered by earth stones. It seems I have nowhere to run. However, I'm not the type who runs away from a fight just because it seems difficult. Come on, big guy. I may be small, but I can still do some nice damage. I remember the magic dagger I bought just now. Taking it in my paw, I'm suddenly a little apprehensive. It is really quite old. There are even some rust marks on the blade and on the handle. The only shiny part in it is the encrusted stone. Oh. I hear the monsters roar and I start rushing towards me. I don't have time to think about it too much. Just act. As the monster gets closer, I look around and I see a tree with low branches to my right. Thinking fast, I leap towards them with my dagger between my teeth. I can see the intensity and strength the creature possesses as it passes under me. Had I been within reach of its hands, I probably would have been crushed like paper. I cling to the branch with my front paws, pivoting around my own axis and standing on it. The monster crashes into the boulder that was behind me earlier. This only seems to make him even angrier, and I see its monstrous face with almost humanoid features turned towards me. I see several cracks on his body, but he doesn't show any signs of pain. Then, like some frightened automaton, he lunges again at the tree where I am. Thinking I can keep dodging forever, I decide to take my chances. Ha! I jump, but this time not away from him, but towards it. It has two bright red slits where its eyes should have been. In midair, I take the blade out of my mouth and angle my body to use my weight on this swing. Take this! I scream as I plunge the magic dagger into one of those openings, resting my lower paws on his shoulder. In a final movement, I spin it, feeling a surprising softness in the movement, as if it was made of butter. Fearing retaliation, I then jump back, using the strength of my lower legs to push him back as well. Landing on the ground, I look back, just waiting to see if the monster would fight back somehow. However, to my surprise, I see the huge body made of rocks turning to dust as it tumbles backward. I can't believe it! I won! I look down, seeing the old dagger in my paw. I suddenly feel grateful for having bought it. Jesus. Krille's expression pack 1 unlocked. Okay, I did not see any expressions from Krille there. Seems the energy from the seal breaking has brought a lot of rain, and by this time it has started. Arriving there, I noticed that most of the adventurers had left. I'm not sure if they freaked out or if it was for some other reason. But almost all the tents were abandoned, with several backpacks, weapons and items lying on the ground. Eventually I found Boris walking around with a worried look on his face. Krille, thanks to the birdiness you are here. How are you? Doctor, I'm fine. Don't worry. I'm a little messed up from my fight, but not much. Where did everyone go? I ordered the groups to leave, taking the wounded to a safer place. Pack unlocked, about time, yeah. Most of them weren't prepared to face so many magic monsters. I feel like your camera is frozen, or is it just me? Oh, you're correct, man. Thank you. My camera is frozen, so let's try to fix it. It must have frozen after I... Yeah. Just need to go and poke at it. Thank you, son. Lovely. Actually, I'm very surprised that you were able to defeat a monster by yourself. Congratulations, Krille. Oh, thank you. Is there anyone left around here but you? Yes, the two most experienced beside you, I would say. But maybe not the nicest ones. Ugh, I feel like I might know who they are. Yeah. Let's meet them before something bad happens. I follow Boris to the Burrow's entrance, noticing he doesn't know about the shortcut. Look at them, the two bitches. And as I expected, Griffith and Ulfric were standing face to face with unfriendly looks on their face. We need to see your lively expression. Thank you. And why the fuck would I give a damn about what an old imp like you thinks? As I have said countless times, it doesn't matter what I think or I don't think. The symbol you wear with pride will not be allowed at this camp. I know your kind and what you call one of the true fairy hero stories. It's a lie. You should be grateful I have ordered my guards to help people, otherwise they would put you in jail right now. Oh really? So you believe the tiny shits you call as guards can arrest me? Big lion. They can't. And why won't you come here and try to take it away from me? Are you afraid? Jesus, maybe I need to change like my he's supposed to be like growling in the throat and I'm trying to do it and it's not kind. I thought you were half a dragon too, but it's crystal clear. You're just a fucking chicken. He's fun though. Do not talk to me like that. Grr. As I watch Griffith stomping towards Ulfric, it can take its toll on the throat. Yeah, so I think we're gonna see if Ulfric might change his voice towards Ulfric, like he's about to punch him in the face. I notice Boris running towards them to stop the fight. Boris. Hey, how about we calm down our spirits a little, friends? Think about it. Each of you has a different reason for being here, which is very important to you. However, in order to achieve it, whatever it is, we all need to enter the dungeon and face the challenges that lie within it. Doesn't it make sense that we work together, at least for now? Griffith, silent. Ulfric, quiet. Breathe in, breathe out. Calm down yourself, Griffith. He is just another fanatic who lost his way. Calm down, calm down. Calm down, calm down. Tell my cock to calm down, bastard. This is impossible. I refuse to stay here one more minute talking to this criminal. There is no way I will join your team, Dr. Boris. Good luck. Without looking at us, Griffith turns back and starts to walk towards the Burrow's entrance. And there goes the crybaby who can't take a curse without freaking out. I don't give a shit about what he thinks, and neither should you. In a sequence, Ulfric starts to walk too. I bet he is also going to the Burrow, but not following Griffith's way. I look at Boris, and we both share the same expression on our faces. Frustration. I think I lost the way to stop arguments. We should go after them, right? You're right. There is no time to waste. Let's go. My heart races. I wonder, what kind of thing are we going to find there? Okay, now it's getting a little bit exciting. Finally. Upon entering, we found ourselves inside a kind of large cavernous tunnel. It was damp, cold and dark. Luckily, we both have a certain ability to see in situations like this. I feel tense, silently walking forward, looking for any sign of Griffith or Ulfric. But soon we find ourselves in a different place, and a much brighter one. It appears to be a large cylindrical hall, bedecked with many glittering crystals on the walls and ceiling. Directly in front of us, at the back of the hall, there is a large stone gate with several magical runes carved into it. Distributed around this gate are a set of 4 open entrances that lead into more dark corridors. And finally, in the center of the room, there's some sort of altar or something. A small stone rises from the ground with the figure of an armored bear etched into the rock. And luckily for us, or maybe unluckily, the 2 adventurers who went ahead were standing in the hall investigating it, each at opposite end. Oh, what a relief, you 2 are here and well. It doesn't seem possible to proceed easily, does it? I could have sworn I said it would be easier if we all explored together. They both look at Boris after his unexpected barb, but none of them respond. A barb? That wasn't that... I don't know. A barb. Boris, you could be a little bit more... you are a little bit too kind. Soon Boris also goes ahead silently to observe the altar. Nobody was talking about anything, and that tension was making me uncomfortable. So I decided to bring up something with the first thing that popped into my head. So, why is this place called Burrow of the Fallen Bear? Was there really a bear? I hear Ulfric laughing briefly, looking at me, then at Boris. Doctor, do you know anything about this? Is this bear a relative of yours? Even from a distance, Ulfric seems attentive to our conversation and lets out a little mockery. Not all bears know each other, Ulfric, as I believe it happens with all species. Quiet, you 2. If you don't know the answer, there's no point in arguing. Walking as if he was a teacher moving between desks, Griffith walks towards us and everyone pays attention to him. Krille, a long time ago when the furry heroes still roamed this land, there was a legendary criminal called the Fallen Bear. He was initially nothing more than a violent assailant, but gradually he gained more fame and resources. Many lesser bandits allied themselves with him, eventually entire gangs. And over time, even some cities, mostly the ones that were dissatisfied with the crown's decisions, began to offer protection and support to this group. Members of the Bodenius Tower grew increasingly restless and worried at the time. Everyone thought that the Fallen Bear might end up starting a civil war, but almost as quickly as he appeared, he disappeared again. The entire terrorist organization he had created collapsed without a leader, and soon it was all swept away to a footnote in history books. Rumor has it that the sucker entered this place, his private home, and locked himself in there with his treasure. Looking surprisingly interested in the matter, Ulfric approaches too, stopping on the opposite side. It's the first time I've seen them interact without wanting to kill each other. Whoop whoop. Oh. Nobody knows why. Madness is caused by greed, love, or other shit like that. I don't think all of that matters now. What matters is that he accumulated a lot of magic stones in his raids. These magic stones that are accumulated here may have caused great mutations in the local life, generating these dangerous magic monsters. We need to be careful. This is very interesting. I think that... Wait! While listening to the explanation, I approached the altar behind the doctor, who seemed to be distracted by the bear's figure. There were 4 round openings at the top of the altar, as if something should be inserted there. They are gonna put their dicks in the wall. Did you see this? Everyone approaches me, looking at where I'm pointing. Bright blue paint runs from the altar ahead up to the large stone central gate. Probably the gate in front is where the greatest treasures are gathered. And to open it, we need to find 4 keys and insert them into the openings at the altar. It doesn't seem difficult. I believe that if we walk as a group, there should be no obstacles that can stop us. Don't you agree? A Bodenius Tower researcher collaborating with a criminal? Forget it. Wow, Bear has a big bird tattoo on his arm. That's kinda nice. Also, I'm sorry, Doctor, but silence means consent, and you haven't done anything to stop him, so... And at what point did I say I needed your help, you fucker? Your words don't affect me at all, if you'll excuse me. And after saying that, Grivet left us, heading inside one of the doors. Alright, fuck it. You two, do what you want, I will solve this myself. And like Grivet, Ulfric also entered one of the doors, disappearing into the darkness. I look at Boris. Well, I'm not surprised. I won't go after them as I believe it will only cause more unnecessary stress. I may not be a combatant, but I think I know my way around enough to be able to explore one of these places on my own. If you want, you can come after me, or who knows, maybe follow one of the other hardheads. Ah, we're gonna have a choice. Okay, I need to save now, because there's also the option to do it alone. Thank you, Doctor, I will think about it. Boris goes into one of the doors, disappearing into the darkness. I'm alone in the main hall. Who do we want to follow? I know exactly who I want to follow. I want to follow Ulfric because he's fun. Very good, that's a great question. What am I supposed to do now, really? Grivet is certainly the wisest and most intelligent of all here. He's a complete bitch. He must know very important useful things. On the other hand, Ulfric seems to be the most experienced in combat. Exactly, we actually have kissed, so he seems to be an easy choice for some fun. If there are magic monsters along the way, I'm sure there won't be any obstacles for him. Huh? And we have a dagger. We seem to be a fighting duo, but Boris seems to be the one most willing to cooperate, and I'm sure he could take care of me if I got hurt. However, walking with someone can make it difficult for me to be silent and stealthy, which I would say is my best skill. Maybe I should search for Ulfric. We're going for the wolf. Ulfric is the strongest one around. Even if he's a little crazy, it's a good bet to not have problems with any monsters. He doesn't seem mad at me about our earlier conversation, so I shouldn't have any problems. Hello? Is there anyone there? They're here. It's quite hot in here. I'm sweating in places I didn't even know it was possible. Eventually, I reach a chamber composed only of a narrow path of rocks. Surrounded left and right by deep lakes of bubbling lava. I know this shouldn't be normal, so I assume it's a consequence of the high concentration of local magic stones. As I go further, however, I see a few more things that look interesting. Scattered along the path, there are countless carcasses of defeated monsters. I see one that looks like a big black rhino with veins blazing and pulsing lava. I see a feline with prickly bumps on its back, 2 wings and a face made of a large skull. 2 giant beetles with shiny silver carcasses, as if they were made of metal. It's very difficult to count them all. They look dead, without a doubt. Whether through cuts, punctures or bruises, I can see a real battlefield here. The result of the Silver Hunter's hunt. It could be a terrifying and bloody sight for someone who is not an adventurer. But that was to be expected. The most interesting thing for me is something else. In front of each of the bodies there is a circle drawn with white powder, salt. And in the center of some, I also identify some remaining moisture. I've heard of this custom. Some of Takin's stories talk about this. The shark furry hero tribe often draws this circle in front of creatures that died far from the sea. It is said that salt, and a single drop of salty water, can help the soul of the departed creature to know the direction of the waves. Okay, that's really cute. And managed to sail to Berdenius. Was it Ulfric who drew this? I didn't see this coming from him. Well, it's none of my business now. I just keep going, looking for him or the key. I end up entering a dark corridor which leads to another place. I walk for long minutes on that wide sweeping hallway, which seems to be lit up by a bright orange-red. I can hear in the distance some indistinct noises. Ulfric must not be far away. Ulfric, can you hear me? Jesus. Suddenly, I hear some sounds of steel clashing and a monstrous roar. Feeling a little tense from this, I quickly run forward to try and see what is going on. Sometimes I really want to, how do you say, criticize the writing, but it's gay content. Like, I don't want to criticize. Wait, I just need to. I just wanna fix this a little bit. Bum 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 ba. I need to lock everything. There we go. Oh, yes! I can hardly believe what I find. Ulfric has his sword raised, swinging it in the air, ready to slash what appears to be in front of him. A huge red dragon with... If something is worth doing, it's worth doing well, yeah. A huge red dragon with stiff scales and extensive wings. Ulfric, what's happening? You stupid, Krille is stupid. Use your eyes, man. Krille, what the fuck do you think is going on, huh? Good, Ulfric, you put that bitch in his place. The monster lets out another roar, and I can see its maw lighting up like it's about to spit fire. Oh wow, white. However, it is stopped by Ulfric's sword swipe to its neck. The blow didn't seem to have been strong enough to cut. No, actually, the neck felt too hard to be cut. But at least its breath seems to have stopped. Instead, it spreads its massive wings and looks like it's about to take off. Ulfric expression pack, okay. And with a majestic gesture, that's exactly what it does. Shit! Now he's out of my reach. Why does this fucker have wings? Ulfric, let's take advantage of this and get out of here. There's no point in wasting time fighting a monster. Yeah, I could agree with that, but look at his chest. Ulfric extends one paw upward with a single claw extended. I follow with my eyes. And embedded in the dragon's chest there was a brilliant red stone. What? That's the key, right? I don't know, but I guess so. And I very much doubt that our little friend here is willing to cooperate. Look out, Krille, here it comes again! And as Ulfric announced, the creature looked like it was about to swoop down on us, soaring low. I appreciate when there are companies putting out gay content, but it doesn't excuse bad quality. But I'll excuse some quality issues for lower budgets, I suppose. Yeah, exactly what I think. I think it's good. I'm gonna support it. This was dirt cheap, by the way, so I'm fine. I'm fine with it. But it's kind of funny sometimes with spelling errors. We can't live without the key. I should. Ulfric, keep your weapon at the ready. I have a plan.
I'm always ready, kitten. What do you want?
I immediately ran forward, leaping over the steep stone floor towards the dragon. Ha! Hey, you stupid thing! I'm here! And then, drawing a dagger, I hurl it towards the monster. Nice. As expected, it just bumps harmlessly against its rigid scales. Okay, that was kind of boring. However, its head turns towards me and I can see its flight change direction. Lifting its maw up, it lights up an intense red again. I can picture what will happen. Then, finding a large, hard, dense boulder, I hide behind it to use as a barrier.
Krille, what the fuck are you doing?
I hear Ulfric's voice in the distance, but it makes no difference. I know what I'm doing. Large, hard, dense. I feel the monster's intense blast of flames being unleashed behind me. I feel the rock I'm leaning against heat up intensely and begin to melt under the extreme temperature. Shit. If I can't take it, I'll practically disintegrate. But luckily for me, the roar of the flames gets quieter, indicating that it is running out. Looking back, I see the boulder I'm leaning against reduced to something that looks like a large, cold rock. I decide to spy on what's going on, sticking my head out of the cover. But pretty early on, I realize I made a big mistake. In a split second, I feel a huge, scaled paw being pressed hard against my chest. My back is pressed painfully against the hot, rocky ground. I struggle, trying to shove a dagger. Wait, he threw the dagger. When did he pick it up? Whatever. Trying to shove a dagger into the creature's paw to free myself, but it's like I'm hitting a wall. I see its huge mouth open directly in front of my face, and slowly she starts to lighten up. I feel a wave of heat coming from it, burning my fur. Okay, are all the enemies gonna be female? He's paying attention to me. I close my eyes, hoping Ulfric will act now. And to my relief, I felt the sound of a very powerful blow hitting the dragon's scales. The dragon's head swivels to the side and his fiery breath hits the ground beside me harmlessly. His paw weakens and I manage to slip out of its grip. Rolling across the floor, I look up, watching what was happening. And then I see Ulfric, hanging from the back of this creature's head, his sword wedged between a breach of red scales.
Nice going, kitty.
My breathing is heavy, and I feel the adrenaline making my body almost vibrate. However, Ulfric's words make me a little more confident. You too! You're on time, Ulfric! I even feel confident enough to yoke back at him. I see Ulfric smile briefly, even in the midst of their combat.
Now it's your turn. Retrieve the stone!
Wait, what?
He's paying attention to me. Quick, Krille!
The dragon trashes, jerking its entire body and nearly flinging Ulrich away. Then it spreads its wings, looking like it's about to fly again. But Ulfric raises his sword again, striking a long horizontal slash against the heavy leather of one of the wings.
Now!
I reflect for a moment upon what I'm going to do. I have a magic stone in my daggers, which can strengthen the blow, but the impact could end up hurting Ulfric. What should I do? I think we're gonna use the stone's magic power right now. I shake my head. Ulfric is a seasoned adventurer. Even if it's dangerous, I trust he's able to handle it well. And above all, we need the stone. Then squeezing the handle tightly, I lunge forward, feeling explosive sparks coming out of the blade. Take this! Oh, kitten. Oh no, I missed something. Looking up, I see that Ulfric was also thrown back several meters in a sudden movement by the dragon, throwing its body backward. I approach him to see if he's alright, but before I get halfway there, I see him getting up. Oh, good.
Nice going, kitten.
Kitten? Oh, he looks happy. The mercenary looks wounded. I see a few scrapes in his fur, and he wipes blood from his muzzle with the back of one of his paws. But he actually looks pleased. I see Ulfric reaching for the hilt of his sword with his free paw. I see a bluish glow beginning to appear there, spreading along his blade. And then, that glow begins to transform, taking the form of waves.
Along with me now. Come on!
Taking the opportunity to see Ulfric charge forward with his sword aimed at the dragon's chest, I join him, daggers extended forward, and with thunder and light echoing through the room, our bodies are strongly thrown to the floor. After a few moments, I open my eyes, looking up, blinking, and see the dragon's body starting to crumble to dust. Yay! First fight! I look at its chest and see that the space where the stone was is now empty. After a few seconds, its figure disappears completely, as if there was never anything there. I sigh, relieved. I look at Ulfric's hand, and there I see the big red stone that was in the dragon's chest. Is that the key?
I do not know, but I do not think so. Looks like an ordinary magic stone to me.
So we faced the monster for nothing?
Well, do you think you'll be able to investigate this place while fighting this?
Good point.
Now, let's go. We have no time to lose.
And then Ulfric kept walking. After a few seconds, I followed him.
Ah, I will go wherever you go. I follow.
Eventually, we made it out of the big chamber where we fought the monster. We started walking down a corridor. The temperature in the sector is even higher here. I look at Ulfric, watching him closely. He's looking straight ahead with a determined expression. He slips his sword back into its scabbard and made no further comment. Ever since I met him here in the fire sector, actually, does he look surprisingly under control? I was expecting a raging, wild, insane wolf that would want to decapitate me at any moment. Why would he go with him? It was like, oh, he's gonna decapitate me. So dramatic. This kitten is stupid. And indeed, he hates the furry heroes. But despite that, he looks very different from what his reputation says.
You've been looking at me for a long time. Want to say something, kitten?
I didn't really want to talk to him. Stupid cat! Now it was a little difficult to avoid that. I was just wondering. I could see that it has a magic stone too. You use it on your sword?
Oh, this?
As we walk, he lowers his sword, showing it to me. I see that stone again. Now I'm a bit interested. I want to know more about this sword.
It's my mother's. She was a great warrior who spent most of her life fighting at the service of the shark tribe. Yeah.
I realize that's a very personal answer. The casualness he speaks on the subject surprises me. Ulfric sighs, shaking his head.
Fucking hypocrites.
What the hell? We're seeing lady ass? No, I can't accept this.
Her name was Valerie, the greatest warrior I've ever known. She could wield swords, water stone attack spells, and healing stone spells just as skillfully.
Skillfully? Oh no. No matter what threat? Oh no, I can't say that word. He's a threat. No matter what threats emerged from the ocean floor, she always managed to eliminate them before reaching the shore. All battling skills I know are a fraction of what she was able to teach me as a pup. She taught me to fight fiercely. At the same time, honor those who lost their lives in battle, whether people or monsters. She dedicated her whole life to helping the sharks before retiring when she got pregnant. She moved to the mountains with my father. She has chosen that moment to rest and have some peace. But of course, that didn't work. When the furry heroes came forward with their accusations, she stood firmly against them. She was tired and rusty and was no match for them. She was torn apart by their cruel spells. We couldn't even give her a dignified ceremony. And those sharks, they pretended they had nothing to do with her. What do you mean?
When we ended up alone, my father and I were left with no direction. We wandered from city to city, relying on the goodwill of the people, living on crumbs. It wasn't until we found the Church of the Moon Eye that we received any kind of help. They were the only ones who believed our story about the crimes of the furry heroes.
I love it. It's fun. I love doing Ulfric.
When I was old enough to get by, the first thing I did was go to the shark tribe. I asked for help to avenge her, to reveal the truth, in exchange for everything she's done for them. Want to know what they did? They just gave me this stone. And here is what they said. May Burdenus open your eyes and light your way, lost son. Fuck Burdenus and fuck him! They all see when I'm on top. I'll prove it! And that's why I tell you, kitty. Valerie had an impeccable record of helping others. And look what that led to. The only person who will take care of you is yourself.
What is the Church of the Moon Eye?
It is a church dedicated to revealing the hidden truths about Furland's crown. That's all you need to know about it.
I see. Despite all his problems, there is one thing I must respect. He seems to really believe his own crazy things. Oh my god, what a bitch this cat is. And he seems to really admire and miss his mother. He loves his mother. Good to know, so we can use that to have sex with him.
Come on, throw that sloppy face away. I don't want any pity looks. I don't get upset about that shit. You shouldn't.
Oh, stop with that crap. Do you think being an indifferent asshole makes you superior? Grow up. I love this is the best expression Ulfric has had. Krille with The words escaped my mouth without thinking. Damn it. For a moment I feel a chill run down my spine. Have I crossed the line now? He can freak out at any time.
Ha!
But to my surprise, he burst into laughter. Bulky and full. How can a laughter be bulky? What the hell? Why are you laughing?
It's just funny to see you angry like that. Oh! Oh! Funny to see you angry like that. Did some indifferent asshole steal your lunch when you were a kitten? You seem for some reason very affected by the fact I wasn't so caught up in my own story.
It's hard not to be affected when you've had a monologue for hours about your dark, tragic past, isn't it? Okay, now they're smiling and having fun.
For hours? Wow, how dramatic you are.
I don't know whether to be amused or scared that the huge criminal wolf is in front of me, cackling like this, looking so friendly. However, his laugh is so genuine and warm that I can't help but feel my heart warm up a little too. I wonder how many people in the world have seen Ulfric like this. Judging by his fame, I doubt that there are many. It makes me appreciate him even more. Yeah, I'm very funny. No, shut up! Krill is the stupidest cat ever. I'm very funny. How long do you plan to keep laughing at my face?
Alright, kitten. Don't worry. Let's continue before you pout.
We then resumed exploring of the sector. The Night of the Waves. Huh. Nice. Soon, Ulfric seems to get more serious again. It's probably for the best, considering where we are. It's not the best time to play around. After a while, we arrive at another chamber. It looks like some kind of altar built on rocks. Right above it is a spherical black stone, very similar to the one on the dragon's chest. Well, it must be this one, right? Let's get it.
Be careful. It seems too easy.
We approach the altar carefully, each from one side. This stone, it looks quite different. I can't identify its element.
Me neither, and precisely because of that, which seems to me that this is what we are looking for.
I reach forward, capturing the stone. I bring it closer to my face, analyzing it. And right away I put it in my pocket. Is that it?
Well, it looks like it. The fallen bear spent so much of his time filling this place with monsters that he forgot to protect here. Shit happens. Were you expecting an excited and cheering crowd? Because I wasn't.
I shrug. Yeah, well, really. We turn around and go back down the same hallway towards the entrance. As we walk, I just watch Ulfric. When I saw him out there at first, I was pretty sure he was trouble. But since then, every time I've interacted with him, he makes a very different impression. He's rude, straightforward, and foul-mounted. He's serious and a little weird sometimes. But he's strangely trustworthy. I mean, he's a jerk, but he's a sincere jerk.
Hey, Krilla.
Uh-huh. I was suddenly taken aback by Ulfric calling me by my name. I felt my body tense up a little, waiting for something bad to happen. Ulfric silent.
You did well. I think you have a great future ahead of you, kitten. When you are interested in knowing more about the truth hidden by the crown, you will be more than welcome at the Church of the Moon Eye.
Thanks. But no thanks. I will still prove you wrong, Ulfric. And when I do, you'll buy me a drink.
What the hell? That's the deal then.
Okay, he's cute.
Anyway, I'll stay here. I'll see if there are more treasures out there. I don't want to go back there yet, either. If I see that shitty researcher's face, I can't guarantee my sword will be sheathed. Ha! You go on ahead.
It's alright. See you later then, Ulfric. Take care. And again, without another word, he turns his back and walks away, heading back to the chamber where we face the dragon. Alone, I just shake my head and make my way back to the altar. Okay, I thought this was gonna build up to something sexy. Instead, we're... Oh my god, I don't... I don't want to search for everyone here. Oh my god, this is gonna take forever. I don't have time, but maybe Boris could be fun also. I'm gonna explore the burrow by myself. You need to be more seductive. Well, I had barely any choices to be seductive. I was as seductive as I could be. If it was free roam, maybe I could go and shove something up in them, but yeah. If I use my natural skills, I can take a stone by myself. It will be better to walk alone for a while. We're gonna walk alone. Going through a small passage, I reach a sort of secret place. I hope this is the end. In front of me there is a bifurcation with no signs to show me where to go. At least there are no bodies on the ground. That's a good thing. No carnivorous monsters live here. I walk over to the left side and then to the right to try hear anything. But I shall have to disappear at sleeping time. I understand. Thank you for joining and listening. I wish you horny adventures. Thank you. I hope it will become a little bit more horny. Adjö. Hej då. Thank you for the Swedish. I walk over to the left side and then to the right, trying to hear anything. Nothing. Getting closer to the walls, I see some symbols which reminded me of Peddler's necklace. Is this old eagle language? Why is this here? Cautiously, I touch the symbols and my whiskers capture some energy vibration. No doubt that it has a small portion of magic. I analyze the drawings, following them. It ends almost on the floor, close to a piece of paper. I grab it. There is an axe drawn on it, but it is split into small parts like a city map. In some of them there are some marks which I assume are for important things. What are you up to, Fallen Bear? Don't you believe that I can be a good treasure hunter? Still investigating the document, I turn it to check its back. At the right superior corner. This English, holy. There is something written in my language and in small letters, emergency map. Turning it back, I realize some of the small parts checked can also be doors. And this can be a map for the whole sector. Putting the map in my pouch, I look ahead smiling. It's my first treasure hunter mission. But first, just one thing. To avoid being lost, I'll call this place the room with the eagle symbols. Now I should... Okay, let's check the map. So it seems like it's... let's go... Right. Okay, I think I know where I want to go. I want to go to the furthest up to the right first. Or maybe quickly get something. So maybe it's like right, left. Let's try that. Wait, open the door. What? Right. Left. Oh. I just step on a plate that makes a strange sound when my... oh, just then I hear a vibration over me. Several open... oh no! Like cannons unleashing blazes of intense flames in my direction. Okay, I actually didn't put on outdoor. Ouch. The fire reaches my fur and I roll on the ground. Suddenly new flames fly above my head and I feel a chill run down my spine. How can I stop that? Protecting my head with my paws, I search for anything suspicious. The temperature above me keeps increasing. Pressing the tip of my tail around the floor, I check one by one. Whoever made this probably would have left emergency trigger spot. Bingo! After a brief time, the openings close and I get up. Approaching the altar, I get the jewelry. It looks different when you see it closer. Nah, this is not the stone I need. It doesn't have the right size to be placed on the Burrow altar. Someone made a fool out of me. Ouch. Waste of time, and the only thing I got was injuries. I need to pay more attention. Back one more room. Crossing the place. 11 marks. Dry blood. Okay, I'm not gonna read this. 9 marks on the door. Back one room. I need to have auto on because I keep clicking wrong. So I think I know where we are now. So I think it's like open the door in front. 12 marks and I start to the play key. Check the map. Nice. So I think this stupid marker is not working properly. Do the marks only appear? Okay. Let's turn to the right then. 13 marks on it, okay. Oh, some boring puzzle. Let's turn to the left. 14 marks. I'm afraid that I'm explaining a little too much, but the odor I smelled. Open the door in front of you. 15 marks. There are no more places to explore. It's a sexual odor? Ah. I look around to understand what's causing it because there's no reason for this smell to last for so long in a closed space. After a few minutes searching for something, I realized 2 monsters, which could be dogs, copulating, but they aren't dogs. They look like a sort of zombified canine monsters with a magical stone encrusted on their head. So they are, okay, 2 dogs are having sex, copulating. They noticed me. I start to run without looking back until their noise stops. Perhaps I've invaded a zombie dog's room. Phew, they stopped. I look around. I've got back to the room with 10 marks on the door frame. I need to keep going, so... Entering while trying to see the back door, I notice more marks. 12. $12 marks, okay. I think that we were up to the right, so... no. Back one room. We need to go back. This is gonna be painful, I think. This place keeps increasing its size. Back one room. Yeah. Let's go one more. The one with the eagle symbol. Good. So I think that we were to the treasure up to the right. So I think we need to go left, forward, forward, left. We're gonna try that. Left. I need to enter the door, forward, 3 marks. This room is sticky and full of worms. Ugh. I hate on my left there is a path with some feathers. We're gonna go left because I know that feather path. I realized I'm at an old library. Dust covers almost every book, but I see a board on the corner. I walk towards it, avoiding some cracks on the floor. And nailed to the board is an animal face marked with a red circle. Eagle, but I don't know who it is. Where's the eagle tribe representing? Well, everyone knows he betrayed our kingdom. Okay. At least someone who was close to at that time, I assume. Ancestor Wingnidius. Keeping on my investigation, on the other side of the red circle there are some things written and drawn. I identify some artifacts which have some prices written below them. On the right there is a number inside the big circle. It looks like simple math, but if the items were intended to be sold, the earnings would be very profitable. Okay. Ruby dagger, sword, crystal shield, spear of Aaron. After some minutes of analysis, I feel there is nothing much that I can be sure of, except for a chance the fallen bear has some dirty interest on the eagle's tribe's old history and items. Anyway, this solo exploration is already worth it. Is it? These new clues prove the fallen bear's past is more complicated than what people used to talk about. What? On my right. Then we're gonna go to the right, I think. 6 marks. Huge. Maybe I'm close to discovering. I think there was like one place in the front that we need to go to. Opening the door of the... reminds me of a meeting one. There it is. Alone over an old dark wooden table, I approach it to take a look at. Some old chairs are closer to the middle of the table, and I take a quick look. There are some papers. Like the map I found at the entrance, I see another one, but this is more like a sketch. Ah, look at that. Oh, maybe I accidentally walked to the monsters in the middle. There are 4 marks pretty legible on it and some words to identify. Considering a bifurcation drawn, I would definitely say that this was the place where I started. Close to it there's a glass flask, a potion one, the second mark. Could this be an emergency item to heal themselves if they got lost? I would have got it if I'd entered the right door I was in a few minutes ago. To the right at the first room there is a skull, the third mark. If I had seen this before, I wouldn't have fallen for that stupid trap. Going down from where I am, there's the last mark. A book symbol. So many... okay. Smiling, I walk away from the map sketch. The place was generally planned to be a labyrinth, but I beat it. You've lost, fallen bear. This is the most annoying part. Best treasure hunter. So I got some expressions, but I see no one on the... like, no one is standing here. Enjoying my solo victory with funny poses and faces, I get the stone without any problem. Can I... is there any way I can show backlog? Okay, whatever. Let's do this. No time to waste. Maybe I can explore here a little more when this mission is over. What? I went back now? Let's search for Boris. Many challenges inside the Burrow. Having his support would be great. Also, he seems to be the most stable among the 3 adventurers inside. Let's go for Boris. He's a cute guy. Upon entering this area, the first thing I come across is a staircase carved into the rock leading down. It's even darker than usual. I pull out my dagger, using the firestone that's carved into it to ignite a small flame on the hilt. It's a very, very subtle light, but I just need it so I can see better in the dark. Advantages of feline eyes. Descending further and further, I find myself in a low, narrow, rocky hallway. For me, it's not something so claustrophobic, but it can be for someone bigger than me, like Boris. Stalactites and stalagmites rise from the ceiling and floor menacingly. The path I follow suddenly bends several times, making several turns. Eventually, it leads to a wider hallway with a large gate in the center. It appears to be locked by a huge padlock with several runes carved into it. And in front of the gate, Boris! He's a doctor, he should be smart. It's Dr. Boris rummaging through his bag. He seems to have noticed me, too, looking at me with a surprised expression.
Oh, Krille, you are here.
Oh no, that's not. His voice is gentle as usual and he greeted me happily. Wait. Hello, doctor. How are things? I realized then how strange it is to try to have a casual conversation in the situation we're in.
Are you okay, Krille? Are you hurt in any way? Do you need something?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
Ah, I'm relieved. Sorry for my concern. So far I haven't encountered any problems here, just this sealed magic gate. Would you like to accompany me as I investigate here?
Well, I think it's better to do this together than alone, don't you?
This is a thought I very much agree with.
Do you have any idea how to pass this?
Lucky for us. Actually, I do. Check it out.
Okay, what's happening? And then from his pocket, the doctor pulls a strange golden key. It glows with a very beautiful reddish tint. What's this?
This is something very important and interesting. So I ask you to keep this between us, okay? It is the master key to the Burrow.
What?
It was very difficult for me to achieve this, but I was sure it would be very useful here.
Why didn't you tell the others about it, Doctor?
To tell you the truth, Krille, I don't fully trust those two. You must understand why I don't rely on Ulfric. At the same time, something makes me suspect Grivat's honesty. I don't know, it might be stupid, call it intuition if you like. Can I ask you keep this secret from me?
For me. The doctor's smile resembles honesty, but his actions leave me a little dubious. What should I answer? What? I'm gonna say I don't know if I should trust you either, because I want to see if I can pressure him into having intercourse with me. I don't know if I should trust you either. I'm still not sure whether I'm going to tell the others or not. But this attitude, hiding something so important, is definitely a little suspicious, Doctor. Nothing guarantees that you can be trusted.
I told you, didn't I? Would you have...
Really, hello. Wow, I think Boris is my favorite. Love the voice narration. Thank you. Boris, I like Boris, but I do like the wolf a little bit more. Would you have told me if I hadn't just arrived? Well, it doesn't matter. Let's focus on the task at hand. I want to... Boris simply nodded. I'm gonna, how do you say, blackmail the bear somehow. With the matter closed, Boris brings the key to the padlock, inserting it. He's doing that movement again. The hallway is filled with an intense rumbling, sending specks of dust and dirt from the ceiling over our heads. And then the gate moves through an opening on the wall, as if they were the same, automatically.
Interesting.
We both enter the room in front of us. The hall is very large and open with perfectly polished walls that are very different from the previous corridor. I need to fix something. It seems to have quadrangular shape. The floor is smooth. Is that a rectangle? Or a square, quadrangular shape. What the hell is a quadrangular? I'm not gonna check it. The floor is smooth, and so is the ceiling. It has a strangely artificial hole look. Artificial hole look, whatever.
Be careful, Krilla. We don't know what sort of danger may lie here.
With these words, the doctor walks away from me, going to the other end of the room. Without many options, I go into 2. What? Who wrote this? I go into 2 to investigate. I start going around the walls, turning left. I think there is something really weird about this room. The walls make a perfect angle of 90 degrees with the floor. I wonder if... Suddenly the entire room begins to shake. Oh no. But this time I can identify the source of the noise as being louder and more continuous. I look up and I have a strange, uncomfortable feeling, as if the room was getting smaller. This impression becomes a certainty when I feel another tremor coming from the ceiling, and I see with my own eyes it coming down a few inches. I can see Boris running up to me, exaltedly.
Krilla, quick! Let's go back. It's a trap.
I nod, quickly turning my back, but then I see that the gate is already closing. We run up to it, but it's too late. Shit! We're trapped here!
Oh. Alright. Let's just calm down. There must definitely be a way out of here. Despair won't solve anything.
Despite the doctor's words, I see him wildly walking from side to side with his hands on his shin. Oh, I can't wait for him to come to a conclusion. I need to do something on my own. Find a way to disarm the trap, find a secret exit somewhere in the walls. I'm gonna go for the secret exit. Of course, somehow there has to be some way out of this room. I walk quickly around the wall, nudging it with my hands. There must be an illusion, a hollow wall or something similar. There has to be. I study the corners, the edges, everything. Meanwhile, the ceiling seems to lower and lower. Eventually, I realize I've already made my way back to the entrance gate again. I look up and notice the ceiling right over the gate. Soon we will be... However, I'm soon caught off guard by a huge noise that echoes through the entire room. At the same time, a wave of dust and small rocks fall down. Boris.
Killer!
I look towards the center of the room when I hear the doctor's voice. And then I see something that makes my mouth drop. The doctor is in the center of the room with both hands outstretched. He is holding the ceiling. Oh my god. Doctor!
Krilla, stay calm and listen, okay? I can hold the ceiling, but not for long. If we want to escape from here, we need to collaborate with our skills. If I've learned anything from my years of adventure, it's that there is some sort of mechanism that controls the roof movement. Probably on top of it. You need to find it and disable it.
But how? The roof is solid. Without saying anything else, I see Boris release the ceiling with one hand and punch the ceiling with monstrous force, creating not just a crack, but a huge hole in the solid rock. Several smaller rocks collapse in front of me. It's big enough for me to actually be able to sneak in, even if I have to squeeze a little.
Go now!
And what about you?
I will hold on tight. Don't worry, I trust you, Krilla.
I don't know if I should do this. What if he can't take it? There must be an alternative for us to escape together. Alright, I will save you, Doctor. Just hold on. Ooh, we gotta save him. Saying that, I look up towards the opening. straightening my posture, and then I jump towards it. On the upper side of the ceiling, it's all very, very dark. I'm lucky I still have my magic dagger in my hand, which allows me to see something. I can see several loosened chains that look like they could hold the ceiling, or, from my perspective, the floor. On the actual ceiling, several feet above, I see that all the chains are connected to a large central steel wheel which is slowly turning, loosening them. If I could rotate it in the opposite direction, I would be able to reverse the falling motion. He looks so tall for being such a bottom. Yes, he seems kind of tall and stuff, but his sounds, he's like it's very bottomish. I bite the dagger, holding onto one of the chains and starting to climb upwards. I can see that my weight pushing the chain down makes the wheel speed up, which must put even more pressure on Boris. I need to be really fast. Reaching the top, I leap towards the wheel, grabbing one of the steel bars in its frame. My weight alone isn't enough to alter its movement, but that's not all I can do. Picking up momentum, I fling my body forward, not letting go of the metal bar, and I push my hind legs against the ceiling. So with all the strength in my body, I start pulling the steel bar in the opposite direction of the wheel's motion. The weight is absurd. My palms immediately start to burn, and soon my muscles too. But despite slowing down a little, it still doesn't stop. Move, damn it! I start to shake all over, unable to stop it, so I have a desperate idea. I bring one hand to the dagger behind my teeth. I hold it tightly, lifting it up and focusing my energy to activate its power. And soon after, I descend with it on the mechanism, sinking into the rigid metal with a lunge bathed in flames. And soon after, he stabbed the mechanism now with his dagger. The whole room seems to vibrate. The metal bar seems to loosen in my other hand. I take the opportunity to turn the wheel intensely in the opposite direction, and that makes the chains tangle in it again. With no support at all, I start to plummet at that moment. At the same time, I see the ceiling go up again. Yay! We did it! I straighten my body in the air. He's a cat, so he's gonna manage to pass through the same hole I used to climb up. And finally I land on the floor, crouched and unharmed. Being able to look up and see that my whole plan worked. The ceiling has gone up again. Doctor, we did it! Our plan worked! Did you? Oh no. He looks sad. But when I look back to where the doctor was before, I see him lowering to the ground, clutching his arms with an expression of pain. I run to him, ducking in front of him. Doctor, are you alright? I see him sigh, panting. Surely he is very tired and hurt from having held so much weight. But still, I see him smiling, while trying to get back to his usual posture.
You did splendidly well, Krille. Do not worry about me. I am fine. A bruise here and there is nothing to a field doctor. Later, I'll put on some ointment and it'll be all good.
Oh, do you want some help with that? Yes, sir.
No, it's not necessary. Let's keep trying to find the key here.
Despite saying this, I notice his hunched posture and his trembling arms. I should insist on helping him with the ointment. Doctor, you are very careful with others, always worried about how everyone is. But you also need to give yourself the freedom to ask for help too. Yeah, I think this is gonna be the best choice. Think that a wounded hand cannot hold any tool. Boris, he's shut up. Dr. Boris was silent for a few moments. But eventually he broke into a more genuine smile, accompanied by a very weary sigh.
Ah, you got me. I guarantee it won't be too difficult.
And finally he sat down on the floor. From his pocket he pulled out a small leather bag entwined with a string. I approached him and took the object, opening it. A fresh, strong scent, similar to mint, washed over me.
If you can just rub it on my arms, the effect is very fast.
Look at that. So we're gonna rub it on his big arms. And then, as suggested, I spread the cream on my hands and start rubbing it on the doctor's arms. The feeling, it's a little nicer than I expected. There is a strong temperature contrast between this cold cream and his warm fur. Also, with my fingers, I can feel his muscles perfectly. It's impressive. His body looks perfectly sculpted. Even though he's a doctor, it's almost like rubbing a mountain. His woody aroma mixes with the mint one, and I feel myself relax almost automatically.
Oh.
Doctor, did I hurt you?
Oh no, don't worry, I'm fine.
Fuck you.
It's been a long time since I held something this heavy.
Have you ever been through similar things?
Yes, like I said, I wanted to be like the furry heroes when I was young. Believe it or not, I was actually a lot stronger. Once my friends were trapped under a collapsed castle, I spent a whole day digging in the rocks
with my bare paws to find them.
My skin was so raw that I was bleeding from my fingers, and I had to leave them bandaged for a month. But oh, it was definitely worth it.
This is really amazing. One day I want to be like that too. I think it's something necessary to be a furry hero.
I think you got what it takes, pup. You already look like a hero to me.
Thank you, Doctor. But I was curious. What happened to your friends? Oh no. The doctor's expression suddenly turned grim and quite sad.
I think that's enough. Thank you, Krille.
Oh, I got a little bit sad there. I obey, backing away from the doctor as he stands up. Oh, that was sad. Something happened to his friends.
My friends gave me many good memories. That is all.
Even though he's smiling, I hear some melancholy in his voice. Alright then, it's good that you're better. Shall we go back? Shall we go back to looking for the key?
Yes, that's a great idea.
I look around. The first thing that catches my eye, besides the mess in the room, is just that some of the things we did resulted in, on the opposite side of the entrance gate, a big opening appearing in the wall. I approached it immediately, though quite cautiously. Look, Doctor, I think I found a way around here. I call out to Boris to come closer and see him coming up to me right away.
Take care, Krille. We don't know if there are more obstacles in the way or not.
I nod in agreement and then we move on. When we reached the other side, we found an irregular looking tunnel again. Compared to the perfect symmetry of the trap room, I'm relieved to see steep walls and eroded ceiling. As I had imagined before, Boris seems to have some difficulty moving around here, having to dodge obstacles with his broad body. Lol, you're looking up the camera after reading that, lol. We walked through the darkness for long minutes, long enough for me to start getting worried. The trap made us vigilant. We remained in silence, looking for signs of anything else. So we ended up really surprised when the first significant thing we found was the entrance to a small room.
I'll go first. Keep an eye out, okay?
All right. And as said, he enters the room carefully, looking around with an attentive posture. But suddenly, he stops, looking into a corner of the room that was out of my sight.
Krille, get over here.
I find that sudden pause strange. I walk in, and when I see what he was looking at, I understand right away. There is a massive skull of a serpentine creature, with the bones indicating its length of several feet curled around it. Between the two eyes there is a glowing orange stone, an earth stone. It's a giant snake skeleton.
It seems that the guardian of this sector did not survive long enough to provide it the appropriate protection. Rest in peace, noble creature. May Burdeness receive you in her arms.
Boris is silent for a few moments. Meanwhile, I start looking around the room, and soon I find something that interests me. A small rocky high altar with a dark glowing stone inserted in the center of it. I approach it as I watch it and examine it.
Boris, this is the key, right?
No, wait, wrong. Boris, this is the key, right? After calling him, he turns around and approaches me to analyze the object too.
Yes, it seems so. Nice work, Krille. We got what we wanted.
Satisfied and tired, I take the stone and put it in my pocket. We nod to each other, ready to leave.
Hey, Krille.
However, the doctor's voice holds me back a little longer. He approaches me, laying a hand on my shoulder. Ah!
You've worked really hard this far. You did very well, but still, I'm worried that you're trying too hard. It's important to know when to get some rest.
At the doctor's words, I almost feel as if my muscles hear his suggestion, and immediately they start to burn and tingle as if asking me to take a little break. I think I'm tired, yeah, but we don't have much time to rest. We need to get back soon.
Relax, pup. If you collapse from exhaustion along the way, you won't get anything done.
It makes sense.
Come here, let me help you a little. As a reward for your exemplary performance.
Boris walks to a far corner in the room. He sits on the floor, crossing his legs, and taps his huge paws on his thighs, as if he might inviting me to sit on it. Ah!
Come on, lay your head here. It's more comfortable than it looks, I swear.
Are you serious?
Why wouldn't I be? We're friends, aren't we?
Despite being a little incredulous with an invitation of such intimacy, I ended up accepting it, out of fatigue. He's tired. Aww. I lay on the floor, resting my head on his lap, and as he said, it was actually quite comfortable. This is kinda cute. I feel his paw reach to the top of my head, sliding his fingers through my fur. I can smell him up close and hear his breathing too. It's an incredible feeling. From the angle where I stand, I see his burdenous locket wagging slightly. Doctor, can I ask something?
Of course, Krille.
What motivated you to dedicate yourself to Burdenius?
Well, it's a long story, you know.
I'm willing to listen.
What an admirable dedication. Well, where should I start? When I started trying to become a great hero, actually, I just wasn't the most talented person. I was part of a group where we all dreamed of becoming furry heroes together. There were 5 of us. Each had their talents, incredible magical abilities, fur lance, quietest feet, an infallible memory, but in the end my only talent was being the lucky one who stayed alive after the danger passed. One by one, they failed along the way by the misfortunes of fate. I couldn't do anything to prevent it, and over time, I became bitter. I thought none of it made any sense. I've done things that I really regret. But at one point, like a snap, I felt enlightened by divine clarity. Something told me that there was still a purpose in my life. I might not be able to rescue those I've lost, but I can protect and save those yet to come. I had missed the chance to be a furry hero, but who knows, I could still improve one's health in the future. Berdenius always gives her children a second chance, like the majestic phoenix she is. This is mine. I was quiet throughout Boris' monologue. I just listened silently. Furry hero. This is just so cute, actually. Okay, Boris' backstory was really cute. Very sad that he lost all his friends, though. I felt that it really came from his heart. Is that why you take such good care of me? When you talk like that, it sounds a little selfish, doesn't it? But yes, like I'm living my dream through you. Oh god, he can ram through me anytime. I don't think you're being selfish, Doctor. Actually, I think that's amazing. If it weren't for you, I could be in much worse shape. If one day I achieve my dream, it will be thanks to you. Actually, I saved his life. I want to remind of that. Regardless of your reasons behind, you saved me, and I will never forget that. Boris, quiet. Thank you, pup. It really means a lot to me. After that, we just stayed together for a few long minutes while he rubbed my fur. The servant of the phoenix, okay. Eventually, when I felt recovered, we got up and started going back. And in a silly and maybe... Pup, I thought he is a cat. For some reason, this bear keeps saying pup to him, but he's a kitten. The wolf calls our hero a kitten, Krille. I took Boris. Oh, and in a silly, maybe even childish gesture, I took Boris' hand. I felt pretty safe that way. How embarrassing for a seasoned adventurer. After walking in silence, we find the stairs that led to the exit of the sector again. I head for the stairs, but Boris is a little delayed. He looks back for a moment, looking worried. What's the matter? I was wondering about the creature we left behind. I believe that all monsters were left in the sectors of this lair for a reason, to protect something important, but the guardian of this sector did not have the opportunity to fulfill their duty. I feel like it's my duty as Berdenius' servant to offer at least a little prayer for them. That seems a little odd, but I think it's a nice gesture. We'll meet later then, Doctor. See you soon, Krille. Catch you later. Damn, he's big. Big, bold, and beautiful, this bear. And then he returned to the dark, cavernous corridors of this sector. I climbed the stairs, carrying the key with me, feeling victorious in spite of myself. Okay, nice. Now we have one more. I think this is the last. I need to go to sleep soon. I just need to pee before we go into it, so give me a short moment. A moment like this, some people wait a lifetime. Give me like 5 minutes. For that one special kiss. Oh, I can't believe it's happening to me.
I'm back. I'm back again. Where's my... Oh, wait. Can't believe it's happening to me. Some people wait a lifetime for a moment like this. Okay. When we get back from this search for Griffith, we're gonna end it. It's been a long time. Search for Griffith. Griffith is the smartest person around. Although I know he has classified information, I haven't forgotten that project thing I heard when I met him. Okay, maybe I shouldn't eat and talk. Or whatever. Sir Griffith, are you there? Sir Griffith? This is not a magical creature sound. And it's coming from there. Come on, if you are not providing power to this dungeon seal, why can't I remove a part from you? Sir Griffith, what are you doing? Isn't this the magic stone we've been looking for? Do not come here, Krille. Mind your own business. This is not your business because we're here together. I know this probably has something to do with your project, that R thing. I remember you talking about the similarities found in the dust created by your project and the dungeon's seal energy. Actually, what does the R mean? Resurrection! I'm not a creative director, Krille. I'm a researcher, and you should... Shut up! No! I'll not leave you until you stop with this madness. Do you really think you can force me to stop? Put yourself in your place. I can't stop you, but... I can run away screaming your real intentions so everyone knows about it. You do not have the guts for that, novice. I wouldn't count on it if I were you. Disregarding me, Griffith keeps in the same position. I turn my back to the room exit, and since he keeps doing his thing, I pretend I'm going to run. Oh, this stupid cat is like, oh, I'm pretending to run away now. Come catch me. Grr, how dare you? How dare you? Air blast! Air blast! Shooting an air blast in front of me, he almost makes me perform a pirouette in the air to avoid falling. With an overwhelming urge to laugh in his face, I turn around feeling like a winner. What was that? You told me I didn't have the guts, and then? Have you changed your mind? You are such an idiot, novice. Lowering his head and touching it with his right paw, he moves his head a few times, frustrated by my act. Now tell me your amazing idea. How will we remove the stone if its energy seems to be linked to this sector's energy source? If you haven't found it up here, we need to go down, and you seem to have an airstone with you. It will be easier for us to go down. And the part we need to find the source? Where does it fit into this idea? I'm a cat, sir. My whiskers allow me to pick up minimal vibrations. It'll be easy for me to find the source if it's there. I will give you credit this time. I remember listening to something about your species evolution during my biology lessons. Just come with me. I have an idea what I can do to get down faster. Air blast. Air blast. Air blast. Shooting air blasts towards the bottom of the cliff. Griffith damps our free fall using the recoil of his shot. Air blast! Is everything fine? You look pale. I'm fine. It's just those recoils that upset my stomach. I like adrenaline, but I don't do well with repetitive motions. This is proof that I'll never be able to work with Sonny's the Lion on a cruise tour when I become a furry hero. Huh? You? A furry hero? Don't make a fool out of me. This is ridiculous. Have you ever signed up in your life for Bodenius Towers training? Not yet, sir. I know all heroes had to study and train hard to complete the Towers training. But I've decided to get some experience in a small guild first. Reasonable. Are you one of the Towers teachers, or are you just into research? I am not a teacher, but I knew one. His name is Alias. He was by far the most intelligent and innovative one. But what? That's life. In any case, let's stop this chit chat. We came down here to find the source, not to have an afternoon tea. I like why is he covering the whole kitten? Like the whole cat is covered by the animation. Looking at my face, he waits for my answer. I'm glad he's more pleasant than before. Immediately my attitude is okay. Ask about the furry heroes training. It's one chance in a million. Demonstrate a leadership position and lead the way. I do not think that he cares about leadership. Yeah, this dude is rude. I'm gonna ask about the furry heroes training. Sir, it's true that some species can be promoted into furry heroes without completing the whole test? I heard something about this. Are you implying that the place where I work privileges some species to the detriment of others? No, never! It's just because people don't know the real details of the hero's training, and this ends up starting rumors about it. This is a recurrent rumor spread by those groups who are not satisfied with furry heroes' work, like the one that Ulfric guy is part of. It started a long time ago, before the furry heroes became popular. Became popularly known as a group of 5 species. My friends and I only talk about Sunny's, Toby, Takin, Thomas and Wharton. It's like the others are extras on the crew. They are not. These 5 you have mentioned have worked with the other 5 on a secret missions, but one of these jobs came up public and made them famous around the kingdom as a single group. It makes sense, but after the curse, the 5 left did not try to save them or fight for a place in society's mind? Before the curse, they were split into pairs to investigate some leads, and let's just say things didn't turn out the way the tower wanted. Questioning myself if I have understood him correctly, my heart races. Is he trying to say something bad happened with all furry heroes? Why this astonished expression on your face? I have not told you anything. Let's move on. Still, without any clear reaction, I obey him, trying to process what I have just heard. Then after a short walk, we're in a new place. It is very impressive how this burrow has so many branches and secrets. Apparently, the fallen bear has dedicated some time to doing security measures. But there is something missing? Yeah. Of course, fallen bear would have some surprises for invaders. Before I say another word, Griffith shows me his real power. The energy coming from him is so different and so intense that it terrifies me. It's nothing compared to what I felt when I was in his tent. It feels like now I'm meeting a real half lion, half dragon. His mane is showy and shiny like a lion, ready to hunt, and his dragon wings are so wide open that they look like a sharp razor capable of cutting off someone's head. Wake up! Haven't you heard the sound? Something really big is coming, and I'll not leave this place without what I'm looking for. He looks at me, waiting for my answer, and the adrenaline of battling spreads all over my body like a powerful remedy. Let's do this, sir! It's coming, and it's below us. We can't be together until we see what it is. I start to run towards Griffith's opposite side as fast as I can. If this thing is on the ground, I need space to jump. In the meantime, the room starts to shake like a light earthquake. Dust from the ceiling begins to fall. My night vision shows a trail of ground stones starting to burst, coming towards Griffith. Behind you! Oh wow. From the burrow ground, some sort of giant worm suddenly reveals itself behind Griffith. I need to sort this out. Out? It will be better if... Let's see. I work with Griffith as a team. I try a solo and deadly attack. I play bait for Griffith to kill the monster. Run to Griffith and push him away to dodge the monster's attack. What should I do? I think that he will be... He's not a team player. The solo seems selfish. Playing bait for Griffith to kill the monster seems nice. Run to Griffith and push him away to dodge the monster's attack seems also like I want to sacrifice myself a little bit. Maybe I'm gonna play bait, I think. Oh shit, run to Griffith and push him away. Okay, I'm gonna run to Griffith and push him. No, he'll be fine. I'll play bait. Take this, big worm! Throwing a dagger at his back, I get the monster's attention, making him chase me. Distract it as much as you can, Krille, and when I give you the word, hold on to something that is stuck to the ground. Nodding at him, I start to run around the crypts, alternating my attacks between the lower part of the monster's mouth and the upper part, where theoretically its eyes should be. What do you mean theoretically? It shows on the picture that it's three-eyed. It's a three-eyed worm. Every time I touch the monster's skin, I feel it is so hard that my attacks, melee or range, don't harm it at all. But I'm giving enough time to Griffith to prepare any skill he wants to. That's what matters. Krille, get ready! Listening to him, I feel the air of the room being redirected to the middle of it. It's like there was an invisible, giant vacuum cleaner sucking the air. Maybe a sort of air ball is forming, but definitely I don't have any idea of what Griffith is up to. Air! Casting a spell I have never heard before. Fuck off, it's gonna be air blast again. Griffith creates what I call tentacles of air. However, the ball where they come from looks so ordinary that I would not put any hopes on it. In a row, the air tentacles go straight to the worm holding it so hard that the monster seems to be struggling to be free. So air tentacles are holding on to the monster. I put a surprising look on my face while I'm slowing down watching his air attack. He is so full of surprises. Screaming louder and louder, the worm sounds furious. Then its body starts flashing a green light, revealing that inside of it there is an earth stone. What does it mean? It's on the top of its head. Noticing it, Grivet smiles at me and then says the missing part of his spell, which I now find very powerful. Air prison! Squeezing the monster fast, as if a piece of garbage being pressed by a garbage truck. Wait! What? Why are they talking about garbage truck? This is fantasy. I don't get it. As if a piece of garbage being pressed by a garbage truck, the earth stone is ejected from its mouth. Okay, sure. Garbage truck. Air blast! Exploding the earth stone in the air, Grivet defeats the monster in a dignified but expected way for a powerful Budenius Tower Mage. Landing close to me, he looks at me like a dog waiting for his treat. However, this time I'll hold back and thank him the same way he would probably thank me. No! I didn't expect anything different from your level, sir. So... Considering I've destroyed the stone inside that thing, probably the worm was the creature responsible for energizing this sector. We need to go back to check if we can get the stone we need. Alright, let's find a way to go back. Okay. Later, after climbing a stone wall that many people probably wouldn't be able to do without the help of big wings, we reach the starting point. Nothing like having a pair of wings to keep your balance, right, sir? It is not my merit. Nature did this for me. So he's a chimera. Anyways, I was right. Look there. By killing that big worm, we broke the link between her and the stone we need. Leaving him behind, I run to get the stone. Then I inspect it. I'm not sure about this stone's element type, sir. Its color isn't similar to earth stones, air stones, fire stones, water stones, or even life stones. Couldn't he say to any stones I know instead of like... Should we define it as a destruction stone? The hell? Where are you coming up with these ideas, Krille? You noob. Shut the fuck up, honestly. Absolutely not. Destruction stones are the most powerful ones. They are extremely rare because they intensify any other element type. And even a Budenius Tower researcher needs to send pieces of evidence of finding destruction stones to the kingdom's magical committee. They are the only ones able to define if the stone found is or is not a destruction stone. I get it. In any case, we just need to bring it to the altar. Yes. Can you do that right now? I want to investigate some things in this room for a little bit. Just go, Krille. You talk too much. I just want to be alone with my own thoughts. I don't know why I keep believing he can change his temper. Both of these together are so sassy with each other, lol. Yeah, exactly. They are two bitches. Like, this cat is kind of stupid and sassy, and this guy, he's smart and sassy. It's interesting. A lot of sass, true that. In silence, I leave him, and then I return to the altar, thinking about my next step. Upon returning to the altar and inserting the last stone, I noticed that all the orbs have already been collected. I approach the center of it, but before inserting the last stone, I'm caught off guard by something I see. Or rather, someone. Sylvester! What are you doing here? It's a fox! I can't remember what the voice I had for him. Ah, Krille! Oh, thank goodness you're here. You're alright. I had finished my chores in the forest, so I decided to stop by the campsite to see how you are. However, I didn't find anyone there. I saw everything was abandoned and even some bodies. What voice did I try with this guy? So many voices. Maybe it's in the like... I was extremely worried about you, so I looked around and entered the cave's lair, now that the seal is gone. Are you okay? Hurt in some way? No, I mean... Yes, I mean... I'm okay. Don't worry. Are you really sure? Yes, Sylvester. I'm not a kitten anymore, you know? You look a little wrinkled. Have you been through many things here? Yeah, I've been through a lot and I'm still in one piece. See? I faced a dragon and a giant immortal worm. Maybe a trap or two. Who knows? He should know. You can use your normal voice since you're kind of a fox too. Oh my god, yes! You know that I have a... On Grindr, my name is a fox emoji. Maybe a trap or two, who knows? I realized I managed to rouse a brief smile from Sylvester with my joke, allaying his concern. What was the funny thing? Damn it, you didn't even invite me to all this fun. My fault for being late. Still, don't take it all as a joke. It's okay to make jokes when no one's life is at stake. Are you here alone? Have the other adventurers left? Not all of them. There are 3 more people here. A religious doctor, a mercenary, and a researcher at the Bodenius Tower. What a terrific combination. There must have been a lot of fun conversations. Oh, maybe I should have him a little bit more flirty. Only when they are not trying to stab each other in the back. I know many people and many stories. Maybe I know a thing or two that might be useful. Want to talk a little about them? It's always better to get to know people. The researcher is an imp named Griffith. Ah, that name is not strange to me. The one who is half a lion, isn't it? I really like that very popular story involving Sun is the lion. Do you remember it? No, and I'm not really interested. Griffith likes to talk about himself like no one else. Well, fair enough. I think that we're gonna take a break here, actually. I'm tired and I'm not seeing... we've gotten everything that we need to, so I don't see what more is gonna happen. I'm gonna actually go back a little bit and save, just to make sure that... I don't know how this game works. I don't trust it. A lot of places you can save. Okay. So, oh, triangle, you toggle the UI with triangles. Okay, sounds good. Thanks for the afternoon story. Yeah, this I'm reading a good night story for people, so this is kind of fun. I need to take a break. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow I will do the same. Okay. Take care. Bye. Thank you for the company, Ruli. And others watching. Kisses. Mwah.